Hi guys, we're here playing Near Earth Hub, and this is asset spam deck called Crazy Train. Pretty good opening hand overall. I like having everything I see here. Play the sweeps, and we're going to defend R&D. I mean, he could be playing Siphon, and that always sucks when he is, but it's not that common in the current meta, so I think this is still fine. Turn 1 Astrolabe from him, so he's going to get a ton of cards, because we're going to install a ton of servers. And, yep, it's going to be a race to see who gets more stuff first. IT department, I don't know, that's not a great thing to trash, put yourself to $1. He does pay 4 to trash, that's fantastic. That's like the best possible thing you want to happen. You know, like, you didn't have to do anything with it and your opponent just pays $4. Great. So install this. Early Turtlebacks is amazing. I'll play the Sansan. I'll play the Business Show. So when you get this card early, it makes a ton of money. They have to go kill it. Prepaid Kate, sure. So typically Prepaid Kate can't keep up economically unless they have an imp in there. We're just going to have too many things for him to trash. Goes in the HQ again. I mean, I don't know if that's how great that is. He sees the Archer. The Archer's probably not good this matchup anyway because of Sharpshooter. But you never know. Now he has to at least worry as soon as we get an agenda scored that there could be an Archer showing up unexpectedly, and we'll just put the Quandary up. Probably gets parasited in the near future, but that's fine. Another prepaid, so a good start from him. 2 prepaids this early is definitely favorable for him. These are both good cards. I'm going to get the Jackson, because then we can refill our hand and find some ice that's a little better. Or we get a pad, that's also fine. Just gonna load marked accounts. I think this deck you ideally want to install 1 remote minimum per turn, so you can keep the cards flowing and get this money. Installing 2 is good, I think, if you have enough extra assets that you can keep installing 1 a turn. But drawing a lot of cards gives you consistency in that you're going to find enough ice, you're going to find enough money. Legworks for me, I think this is probably wrong. I mean, he knows 1 of these cards, and if I had drawn points, I would not have just left my HQ totally open. I think this legwork should have been waited for a later time. More opportune moment. Pays to trash the pad, huh? Misclicked. Okay. Okay, he's leaving the pad. Great. That's actually better for us. Business Show is going to show us License Acquisition or Eli. License is not bad, but he hasn't trashed anything important yet, so I'm going to actually keep the Eli. The Eli is pretty good. Install this, credit card. Another Roto. It's not the worst. Let's start a server here. I'll put the Roto. I'm going to say he's definitely not playing Siphon now, so I'll put the Eli in R&D. Depending on your draw, you can leave HQ open for a while. Against Shaper, obviously you can't against criminals, but against Shaper you can take advantage of that to not need ice super early. flag this for auto res. Just in time with the Eli because the quandary is now worthless. So as soon as Business Show shows us an Astro, we can just flip it on here. And I'll res the Eli, keeps him out. So where would this Archer go? This is the question. Like we can put it on R&D to make it attacks later, even if he can deal with it, he still needs to sweeps or Eli. Actually, despite having a handful of ice, I almost want the Eli. It's just a very good ice. No, I think the sweeps is a little better. We're not exactly set for economy yet. Yeah, let's put the rototurret on the Sansan. And I'll hang on to the Archer, I think. Next turn I can draw with Jackson to refill my hand. I can load the marks up if I want. He might Maker's us here, and that's not a huge deal. No, he's just going to build up. Triple prepaid. Very strong opening for him. Katie Jones. Yeah. I mean, that's going to help him with the credits he needs to do something. But we're going to be able to hopefully get an Astro this turn. Yeah. So there's our Astro. Now he's got a problem. He has to deal with this. And we have the $4 for the rototurret. Potentially a little blowout there if he's really unprepared, but if he plays SMC, he can kill this no problem. Atman at 4. Okay, I think that was just a very weak play. Because it doesn't beat the Archer. He does beat the Eli. He's just going to pull my R&D, I guess. That's not... I don't like that play by him. I think that he could do better. And this Architect now is just going to be fantastic. The quandary can go because it's not doing much, but this Architect is now coming in just under the Atman, making things very hard for him. So with the Suckers, though, he'll eventually just negate this Archer. Like I said, typically Archer doesn't do much in this matchup because of Sharpshooter. I think I probably won't bother installing it this game. But he's letting this go, and this is just going to bury him. You 100% cannot let the Corp have Business Show. And all this money as well is gigantic. We can install this second copy of Turtlebacks, credit card. I'll just throw out probably the wraparound. Well, it's good for now. No, I'll just throw the NEPD. We don't want that. So next turn we can score license acquisition. And that gives us either the IT department back and rezzed, which is pretty nice. Or we get another Sansan. Then we have 2 Sansans running and he basically can't deal with it. But if he can just R&D lock us, then he doesn't have to deal with it. So there's that too. Gets the Mimic out. Yeah. So this is what, a single access run? Yeah, still not very exciting. No, 2 accesses. That's a little better. This breaking news can potentially trash Katie at a great time. I'll have to keep an eye on if he loads it up again. Though we should have enough money with the 3 prepaids to not need to pump Katie that much. So the roto turret's now not very good at all. Another Sanson or an IT department. We'll keep the other IT department. Maybe it'll be something we want to use. I think for now, let's get a second Sansan. So can I target this and then have it work? Nope, that's not how it's supposed to go down. Play this at no cost. There we go. Turtlebacks and a card draw. Could res this, but actually I probably should res that. I think we're almost done installing remotes. We have enough of everything to finish the game. Yeah, so he's just completely committed to this R&D plan, which is fair. Pace 4. Let's use the Jackson now. Send back sweeps. Sweeps. And yeah, IT department seems fine. Just minimizes chances of hitting. Remote rotos are not doing anything. Just fine. Peels and NAPD, probably the best one, if any, to take. Eli or Jackson? The Eli costs him 2 to break. That's still not bad. Like, the best draw for us is Roto, or not Roto Turret, it's gonna be Toll Booth. Could put the Archer, then he has to pay like 4-ish credits. That's not the worst. Yeah, that's pretty fair. We'll install the wraparound here. Put the Archer out. He doesn't actually have an SMC or a clone chip, so this could be fine. Once, next turn we can purge and we can res everything to keep him from coming in. And then this might do something. Though he's just drawn a lot of cards, so I feel like he may have been missing some Astrolabe triggers as well. I haven't been paying attention to if he drew correctly each time. It can be hard for the runner to remember when there's a lot of remotes going out. Pad or IT department? Actually, Pad is still good. We're going to purge this turn and go for the lockout if we can't find a barrier breaker. Now, if we had any good remote eyes, I'd try advancing the IT department. We could... Yeah, we can't quite do much with it because of the Adman and the Mimic. Gets the clone chip out, so he may have a sharpshooter ready to deal with this. But he doesn't have shutdown at least, so if it does stay res, it'll be attacks. And I've already got a backup 1-pointer, so forfeiting this is not bad at all for us. Chooses not to run, loads Katie. Business show or quandary? Certainly business show is good. This is a good turn where we can install, advance, score this with the 2 tags. kill Katie. I'm really not keen on Katie Jones in the current meta. Like, maybe one copy is okay against Glacier decks, but then it's not very good against Hub. Alright, well, moment of truth. Can he deal with this Archer? He got the MU. CSMC. He could do Atman 6, which I'm happy with. Yeah, it is Sharpshooter. So Clone Chip and Sharpshooter. He's still spending some money. He spends 2 to pump this. He spent, you know, a Clone Chip, and he spent the 2 SMC dollars. So we're doing a little bit to him. But his plan to just drill R&D is very valid. Yeah. We haven't been getting any off the business show, which is quite a shame. Acquisition here doesn't really do what we want. It's kind of the hazard of playing this. Like, even NAPD we could score right now. But we're going to be forced to put more defense onto R&D this turn. Another Eli makes it 2 credits more. The wraparound then puts him looking at, can he find a Fractor? I mean, I'm sure he can. He must be playing one, so he'd have to Clone Chip, search for Corroder, and break. And from that point, you know, it's fine. Don't like that very much at all. Let's play the pad. And I don't think it's worth resing this right now. And the Quandary's no good. So we're kind of just going to get R&D locked. Because we haven't drawn Toll Booth. Let's install one more remote. Get one more dollar, and then we can business show again and see 3 cards each turn. Because we need to find our 3rd Astro, or we need to find, you know, something good. The ID department's not going to do a ton in the time we have left. Checks with the laundry, pretty reasonable. He actually would win off Archives right now, but he doesn't know that. I've been kind of diverting attention away. Puts a Parasite here. Yeah, we'll bring into the Atman range eventually. Though it's not the biggest threat to him because of the Clone Chip. He can just go through if he wants to. Laundry here. Cool. Does he think I'm trying to sneak one out? There's not really any motivation to do so when I've got 2 res Sands. So I wish this was like Psychic Field even. I don't know. Okay, there's a Toll Booth. That's better than a kick in the teeth for sure. Thing is, it doesn't cost that much with the Atman and the sucker token. It's really unfortunate for us we haven't pulled another agenda that we need. IT department, I can install double advance and it kind of does a little bit. I mean, you can just run and trash it is the problem. I'm kind of time locking myself in that sense. So I think this is really all we can do in R&D. We kind of just have to... Oh, I forgot to write the business show. That's a shame. That might have given us what we needed, which is another Astro. Actually, let's put it out here. Let's get another card. Okay. Can we hold on to this? No, let's just burn our Astro token. I think there's no way to get a larger Beal. So this turn he can get his Fractor with the clone chip, and then he can use the Parasite. Has 1 counter on it, so the Atman's only at 5. Well, this is interesting. Let's see if... Oh no, he can go through twice. That's right. He has enough money too. So we're probably just dead here. It's a bold move when this could be a Jackson that shuffles the deck. Probably has what, Lady? Oh, Snowball. That will do fine. Can let me gain $2. So I could have purged last turn, but I don't think that gets me that far ahead. He does break all the subs. Unless he has a stim hack to follow up. He may. He should just access 3 cards. There's no point even needing an index right now. 3 cards probably wins him the game. There's still 4 agendas in the 16 card deck, so he's 1 and 4 on each access to hit. He should certainly decline to use indexing and just see 3 cards. So I think what this deck is missing might be Fast Track. Because it ends up that, you know, we have 2 res Sands. We can score whatever we want. Sometimes it's in our hand, but if the runner just goes to R&D a lot, we can't really keep them out effectively. I mean, this would have helped earlier, but it's still not that bad for the Atman sucker to go through. And if he has Fen, then, you know, we're out 8 credits for not much. So if we want to credibly defend R&D, he may be depending on the IT department as a way to get that rolling. At the same time, there's kind of a small window where that's possible to do. You can't always just spend a bunch of clicks on IT department because there's a lot of tricks runners needs to get in your server. And most of the time, I think ID department's just gonna get blown up for 4 credits, and you'll go, okay. What's going on here? He's kind of stalled out. Oh. Well, I told him to index, and he indexed. Good on me. So if he has Stim Hack now, he can just go again and win. Because there's almost certainly something in the top 5 cards. Clicked for credits. That's a sin. Yeah, he should have certainly run here or here. Get these rezzed at least. You know what I mean? Well, we still don't see the agenda we need. So we're doing this the hard way, I guess. Yep, no valid targets. Disappointing. I mean, what could we put in that would be better than Sansan? Because, like, we already have a Sansan. Caprice has a lot of influence. We could play Ash. Ash is a great card. I mean, ambushes are right out because obviously they're going to know what you installed. Unless it was from Face on Archives, but even so. Like, you could score this off of Sansan and then put a Psychic Field on the Sansan to protect it. It's kind of fun. It's only one influence to try that. So he knows what this card is. He's going to just win then, huh? Yeah, he must. Bernice Mai, we're not really playing that game. Yeah, he wins the game. Really, we needed the toll booth or something much earlier. And the Archer is not what you need. I mean, this is worse than some other large ice that I'm not sure what we'd want to play exactly, but didn't do the job. So despite 2 res Sansans, you still lose. I think we need Fast Track or something more for the R&D. Because they can just ignore whatever we're doing here and win from random accesses here, just pummeling the R&D. Yeah, so thanks for watching.